Yo, SMBO was a really cool site. It had 91 games, some of them good, some of them bad. But then Nintendo got pissed and they got it removed. Now that just ain't quite right. So there's still some games I haven't reviewed, and so now I gotta hunt them on the internet for all to view. It may be tough, but I'll make it through alright. I just hope the Pokemon situation ain't quite tight. It's SMBO, SMBO, SMBO. 91 games. SMBO, SMBO, SMBO. It's awesome, alright. SMBO, SMBO, SMBO. You know it's right. SMBO, SuperMarioBrothers.org. Episode 77. Yes, episode 77, people. It's that time again. Time for another review on a game I freaking want to rip to shreds and then do the same with the creator because a game is so hard. It is time for one of those games again. Now, keep in mind there's 6 Absolutely Void games, so this is the 4th one. And what is this down here? Okay, so anyway, Playhub.com was nice enough to host this game. But after playing this game, you're going to want to screw them up. Because, okay, that came out wrong. You're going to want to say, screw you. Because this game is terrible. Gosh, it's so hard. I mean, the description is very misleading. If you do bother to read the description, it says it's one of the best Mario games online. Best? Oh my god, what are you thinking? It's one of the worst Mario games online. The levels are random each time, which really makes it screwy. Use the arrow keys to move and S to start the game and to jump. The A button is used to run. Now that makes your controls a little bit awkward, because that means, wouldn't it, I don't know about y'all, but I would be more comfortable using the A button to jump and the S button to run. I mean, that's typically how most Mario games are set up. The button on the left is used to jump, and the button on the right is used to run. Not the other way around. What idiot designed the controls for this thing? Alright, now, even though the game is technically called Infinite Mario on SuperMarioBrothers.org, it's called Infinite Mario Brothers on the screen, and you can see the pictures are taken from Mario All-Stars. Yeah, lack of originality there. Why am I not surprised? The pictures of the Bob-omb, the Spiny, the Goomba, Birdo, Toad, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Bowser are all from the title screen of Super Mario All-Stars, if you've ever heard of that game. Alright, so it says click to play, but you really need to hit the S button to play. Alright, so we see the map here is really laid out really weird. Now, first of all, if you can notice, the shortest way through this world is to go through levels 1, 2, 3, and then the castle. But for whatever reason, since the game is set up so the maps are random each time, they've added in 3 extra levels and 4 mushroom houses. 4? Isn't that a little excessive? I mean, gee whiz. Now the map, not only are the maps different each time, but the levels are different each time too. It's just a bunch of graphics crumbled into one big heap, and then you click a button or something that makes it random. That's kind of how this game was created, I think. You start out with 3 lives, and there are 8 worlds in this game. 8 worlds? Well, that's a typical Mario game for you. I wouldn't mind that so much, but considering how this is an online flash game, that makes it very long to defeat the game. Well, let's just go ahead and start the first level and see what all this crap is about. And for some reason, I'm not starting. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm just pressing the wrong button. Alright, now, be careful how much you run, because running too fast is bound to make you crash and burn into an enemy. So that just really ticks me off. The only power-up you can get that'll actually help you is the Fire Flower. But of course, to do that, you're gonna need to have a mushroom power. Now, I hate to say this, but there actually is one benefit of this game. 2, actually. The first one is how you can pick up a Koopa shell and lunge it at enemies. Touching it will automatically kill them. That's pretty cool. Not to mention pretty helpful. Alright, now each additional fire flower or mushroom you see will act as a coin. Alright, so that makes it a little easier to get an extra life, as, like any other Mario game, you need 100 coins to get an extra life. By the way, if you're not blind or anything, by now, you should have realized that the score hasn't gone up at all. And how my fireballs keep bouncing over the enemies. What the heck? Now, why on earth would my fire not be effective against enemies? I mean, it's effective, but it just skips right over them, proving it totally useless. It only hits your target 2/3 of the time, so that really pisses me off. Alright. But yeah, like I said earlier, the point system hasn't gone up at all. That's because the idiot who designed this game felt like it'd be a very good idea to have a very useless point system. I mean, come on. No matter how many enemies you kill, coins you collect, or blocks you hit, the point system is remaining at a constant 0 the entire game. Ah, what the heck? What's the point of having that thing up there if it doesn't serve any purpose? 0. That's all I see in that freaking point system. Well, we got to the end of the level, and, the way you exit the level is the style of Super Mario World. I think it's pretty neat. Now, each level you complete is marked with a giant red M to see that you completed it. Now, fortunately, you cannot make the dumb mistake of redoing a level, because that'd be terrible if you could. So, just rest assured you can't make that dumb mistake. Now, honestly though, it's one of those maps that just shows everything in front of you like it's trying to mock you or something. Alright, so, let's go to the next level and see what we can find here. Well, this doesn't look any different. I mean, it's obviously got to be different in some way, but now they're starting to introduce flying enemies. Wait a minute, they fly? Yeah. Along to mention, not only are there red Koopas, green Koopas, and Goombas, but there's also the addition of Spinies and Bullet Bills. Oh, God. And jumping piranha plants. Oh, Jesus. The Bullet Bills will give you a really hard time in beating this game. Because once you get to about World 2, the Bill Blasters are everywhere you can see them. Oh my gosh. I mean, seriously, once you get to the second world of this game, the Bill Blasters are endless. Some areas of this game, jeez, they have like 6 Bill Blasters lined up next to each other. Now, how do they expect you not to get hit when 6 Bullet Bills are flying right at you? That's ridiculous. This game has a lot of weird parts to it, but it's even weirder when... The weird thing is that when you go into a mushroom house, it's not actually a mushroom house at all. It turns out to be just a castle camouflaged by Bowser. Ah, what the heck? Now I gotta go through a whole other level when really, I thought I was getting some help.
You douchebag! I tricked you again!
The other benefit I was about to mention is your wall kick. Wall kick? Alright, well say you accidentally fall down into a gap here. I'm trying to remember how to... Okay. Say you accidentally fall into a gap. Normally, you die, but there is a way to avert your death. What you have to do is you have to, it's either to jump at the run button. What you have to do is you have to fall down and hold the right or left arrow keys in the direction that you're falling. I mean, in the direction Mario is facing. Press real hard against the wall that you're, sliding on. And use the jump button to kick back and reflect and jump to another wall. Do that again until you're out of danger. Let me try and show you that. Another thing about the fireball is they'll bounce continuously. Eventually they'll reach an enemy, but that's just ridiculous. Alright, that gap's a little too narrow. Ah, here we go. Okay, apparently you gotta use the A button, but... nothing to worry about there. I'll get to showing y'all at some point. Alright, here we go. Alright, yeah, you gotta use the A button, but... Do you really have enough time to realize that you're about to die to do your wall kick? Ah, what a piece of crap that thing is. I mean, seriously, half the time you're not even gonna realize you're dead until it's too late. So what's the freaking point of the wall kick feature? Screw that. Alright, now, this game is really messed up in so many ways. I mean, they just throw you into it. They don't give you any backstory. They don't tell you what you're supposed to be doing. And they don't even tell you why there's some little speech bubble in the castle yelling help. That's really misleading because, as it turns out, there's nobody even there. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so we finally make it to the end of a castle level, right? So that marks our victory that we finally made it to the end of the world, but what the heck is this? That's it? Just a goal? No ending boss? No big ceremony? Nothing? It's just another level? Oh my god! Just how long did it take the creator to design this game, since he absolutely put no effort into it whatsoever? No ending boss. Oh, come on! That's like one of the best things you can look forward to in a game is how the boss fights. But look, there's not even any bosses in this game. In fact, every single fortress and castle level, and including the mushroom houses as well, since they trick you into going to a castle, is the exact same thing. Just another darn level that you gotta get across and hope that you don't fall into a pit for. No ending bosses. Ugh. With that being said, what the heck? I mean, look at this. They make you go through 2 fortresses and a castle to get through the world in this map layout. Oh my god. Now, what's really weird is, considering how the maps are always so random, you might find yourself going from level 1 straight to level 5, just like they show you here. Ah, what in the world? What is up with that? I'm really wondering how long it took the guy to design this game, because this is just stupid. Jeez, is there anything else I've not mentioned? Oh yeah, the flying enemies of doom. Alright, well eventually you'll see some flying enemies, okay? One of them being Spinies. You'll see plenty of Spinies walking around, but guess what? They're invincible to fire. Since when did Spinies become impervious to fire? Every Mario game I've played, Spinies can be killed by fire. So what the heck is up with that? To make matters even worse, there's a couple of Spinies that have the ability to fly. Flying? Okay, now that's just screwed up. So, since you can't hit any Spinies with fire, making them fly just adds to the difficulty level. Ah, come on. And there's a lot of areas in this game that are so crowded with enemies, it's just complete bullcrap. I mean, I haven't seen one yet, but there's bound to be one sooner or later. Oh, and you know how I told you World 2 starts the Bullet Bill Brigade? Well, you better start looking right about now, because any moment now, I'm gonna come across a Bullet Bill Brigade. Like, there'll be so many of them. Now, provided you have enough time, you can scoot under one of those little piranhas in midair. That's a pretty interesting thing. Oh, come on! Did I really just get hit by that guy? I strongly recommend you find the shortest route possible and take it, because there's no point in doing all these extra levels if you don't get anything for it. Speaking of levels, what the heck is up with the level design? Not the design itself, but the selection of levels. There are only 3 possible maps you can find in each level: Overworld, Underground, and Castle. Ah, what the heck? Why can't we go underwater? Or into the sky? Or how about a desert? That's what all the other Mario games have. Talk about a lack of creativity. Gee whiz. And if you're not hard of hearing, there's only about 5 music tracks in the entire game. 5? What the heck? That's ridiculous. A lot of online games have about maybe 6 or 10 if they're good enough and long enough to beat. But 5? Oh my gosh. Now let's count if you don't believe me. There's the title screen music, the world map music, which also plays in the game over screen as an ending screen, the overworld music, the underground music, and the castle music. Yep, you heard me right. 5. Only 5. Jeez. What else can this game throw at you that's any good? Now, if you haven't noticed, each of the 3 types of castle levels are marked with a different sign. The fortresses are marked World X number sign, the castles are going to be marked World XX, and the mushroom houses, if you decide to go into one, are going to be marked World X question mark sign. Yeah, question mark sign, because you're wondering what the heck happened, because you think you're in a mushroom house. Ugh. Also, notice how the graphics are pretty bad. No, they're actually pretty good, but, look up on the ceiling, dude. Yeah, can you see how that's screwed up? If not, then you obviously don't play Mario that much, because that's some pretty bad graphic design for the ceiling, if you ask me. Ugh, gee whiz. I guarantee you this game took about a week for the guy to create. All he had to do was just scramble a bunch of graphics together, and then take the rest, and then let the computer do the rest of it. I mean, see? This is exactly what I mean by Bullet Bill Brigade. 5 Bill Blasters in the same general area. No, 6. 6? Oh my god, how am I supposed to get past that without getting hit? It's just utter bullcrap. Because I honestly see no point whatsoever in having so many bullet bills fly out at you at one time. Oh, come on! I hit that guy head on! Well, this game isn't bad enough to share with just one person. So, I invited a good friend of mine named Chris Boris, who calls himself the Irate Gamer. Hey, so Irate Gamer, give us your thoughts about this game.
Overall, this game is bad. In fact, if it was possible, I'd flush this fucker right down my toilet. I mean, did someone actually play this game before releasing it to the public? It's also frustrating as fuck. Shit! And expect to die often. I cannot stress this enough. And that's not an option here, folks. If you play this game, you are destined to die. Shit! 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 This game is the biggest piece of crap! I'm really wondering what kind of age group this game was intended for, because if I can't get this far, how is a young kid going to do any better? Well, that's why I invited my little cousin Joey over to see what he thinks of this game. How you doing, Joey?
I like games. I like games. Okay. I don't like this game. This game sucks.
Well, thanks, Joey.